23 years ago, I walked out of the office of the company I'd set up after 2.5 years, and I left my office keys and my car keys on the desk and quit because the company was basically bust, and I lost everything. Forever rescued me. But my journey with Forever over the last 20 years has not been an easy one. And anyone who tells you that the Forever journey is easy is not telling you the truth. And a particularly difficult thing happened about 7 years ago. In fact, 7 years ago in January. Because the previous year I'd worked really, really hard in order to get a level 2 check. Now, I would have been the only level 2 qualifier in the UK. John and Jane would have been the only level 3 qualifiers. That meant my check would have been at least £150,000. And I was convinced I'd done it. And then I got a call from Bob saying, Adam, what the hell's going on? You told me you got level 2, but you're not on the records as level 2. You're only down as level 1. And I said, that can't be true. And he said, it is. And when the figures were checked, I had missed level 2 because somebody in my team had missed doing their chairman's bonus by the equivalent of 1 propolis cream. And that meant my check was 23,000 instead of 150,000 plus. And I'm telling you this because I spent probably 10 days in bed, blaming everyone, depressed. I know you're laughing, but let me tell you, I was suicidal. And I thought, I can't do this, I'm going to quit. £263,000 later, and all the profit share checks I've had in between, can you imagine if I had quit? So my first message to each and every one of you is, don't quit. And my second message is that after 10 days of self-pity and poor me, I realized I had to look in the mirror and face up to the fact that it was my fault I hadn't achieved that check because I hadn't done the checking. I hadn't made sure that all the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed. And I had to take personal responsibility, just as everyone has to take personal responsibility in their own Forever business. Gosh, I'm glad I didn't quit. I made a few notes. So, until today, my biggest check was £82,000. Now it's £263,000. What's made the difference? What's made the difference is going global. Going global meant that in 2011, I had 3 legs in the UK, but in 2012, I had 4 legs in the UK and 2 legs in Scandinavia. And that's bumped my check up threefold. So the difference is the global profit share scheme. The difference is that Forever is now a global company. The difference is that, as Claire always says to her team, and she invented the phrase, work local, think global. Because you never know where your business is going to take you. People ask me, what do I do? In fact, I had loads of pictures have been posting, people have been posting on Facebook pictures of me and my dollar check, which was $363,000. And somebody came on saying, amazing, how do you do it? And I put on Facebook, well, I make calls. I do one-to-ones. I get people to BPs. And if they register, I plan them. And I work with them. And I do that over and over again. There is no secret to what we do. If you're here looking for the easy option, looking for the magic wand, believe you me, I wish I could wave a magic wand over you all and bless you all with a level 3 chairman's bonus check. Sadly, I can't do that. But what I can tell you is that this is a business that anyone in this room can do. If you can open your mouth and communicate, and if you are determined and have perseverance, you can also develop a business that in a few years' time can be giving you this kind of check. So today for me is a record, and we love records in Forever. I love sport. I love rugby. I love football. This week saw the end of Alec Ferguson's career. Bob's a Man United fan, and I have to pay tribute to Alec Ferguson, who is the greatest manager I think we'll ever see in British football. I'm a Chelsea fan. But it doesn't pain me in the slightest to pay tribute to an incredible man like him. However, today we have our own record breaker with Chelsea, because Super Frank, number 8, broke the Chelsea goal-scoring record and is now in the record books with 203 goals for Chelsea. Come on, you Blues. I've got a few thank yous. I want to thank my family. I got 3 incredible kids. I went to see my eldest, Ella, yesterday. She's doing her A's, and she's the music scholar in her school, and she sings in everything. And yesterday was the last performance of the upper 6th chamber choir contingent, and they performed in a beautiful little church in a village called Yatesbury in Wiltshire, and it was just a magical moment. They did some incredible choral work, and then at the end they did Hit Me Baby One More Time, which was probably Ella's choice, if I'm being honest. George, my son, is an inspiration to me. He's the most hardworking. He's doing GCSEs. He's the most hardworking, honest, good-looking, tall, talented. Takes after his mum, yeah, thanks. And my littlest Alice, who's just amazing. I'd like to thank all my friends in Forever. And you've seen a lot of them going across the stage today, picking up checks. And you all know who you are. And, you know, we are the Forever family. I remember when I first heard that phrase, probably 12, 13 years ago, when people started talking about the Forever family. And I didn't really know what they were talking about. And then I suddenly realized that we are a family because we share the same kind of values. You know, we want the best for our families. I travel the world. People talk about racism and nationalism and the color of somebody's skin and what religion people have. And you know what? You travel the world and that matters not one jot, because everyone in the world wants their families to be safe. They want a roof over their heads. They want their kids to have food on the plate. And Forever offers that opportunity to every single person around this globe. And I beg you to go out and share this opportunity with other people so that you can change other people's lives too. And we are the Forever family. To my team, Group Dynamics, each and every one of you are incredible, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your contribution to helping me achieve this, because I haven't done this on my own. And I'd like to help any of you that want to build a life of your dreams to achieve just that. I'd like to thank a very special group of people, my amazing PSG or Profit Share group, because I can promise you, you help me far more than I help you. And I am so grateful for our meeting every month, for getting together and for hearing your inspirational stories and for getting all of your input into helping me guide the whole team in what's working and what isn't. I'd like to thank all my global managers who did Profit Share, and there are lots in the UK. Funnily enough, there are even more in Scandinavia. I'd like to thank Bob, Paul, all of the head office and the distribution center staff and the area center staff. Because I know what it's like for some distributors in other countries. I know what it's like doing business in other countries. And you and your team, Bob, make it so easy for all of us. You are the best, and we are the envy of every other country in the forever world. Thank you. And wherever the rest of you are, thank you. I'd like to thank Greg and Navaz, Aidan, and the rest of the senior VPs, because they are just an incredible group of people. They help keep us focused on what's going on. And finally, I'd like to thank the one man whose vision and courage made this all possible, a man called Rex Morn. Because 35 years ago this month, he made the risky decision to start a business in a fairly fledgling industry called network marketing. And he started it in the garage that was located next to his tiny little office that he hired in order to get it started. And if you were on the global rally, you would have seen the forever story. And I hope we're going to be able to get that up on video at some stage, probably through the Forever Vision. He left an incredibly well-paying corporate job in order to start Forever. I wonder how many other people would have had his courage and his vision to do that. Because most people reach a certain stage in life where they get comfortable and they think, you know what? I'm happy. I'm going to stay here. I know there may well be people in this room who've reached that point in their forever careers, who think, I'm okay, I've got a reasonable income, I can live comfortably. And I would like to challenge you. Unless we get our asses in gear, we won't be in the top 10 countries in the world. And Forever UK deserves to be in the top 10 countries in the world. Because we have led the way. John and Jane, myself, and many of the other leaders from the UK have inspired, motivated distributors all over the globe with Forever. And we need everyone in this room to step up and to make sure that you are building the life of your dreams and you're not settling for what so many other people would have, which Rex could have done. And if Rex had settled for what he had, none of us would be in this room today. So I would like you all to join me in paying tribute to one incredible man, Rex Morn. Thank you.